Hello. So this is the second mini unit or mini topic in Unit 0. We're going to go over the expectations, the syllabus real quick. Make sure, again, you have your notes set and ready for this so that you can fill in as we go. Our class expectations. So the learning target, the thing we really want for this lesson is I can explain what is expected of me during class. So required materials, like this is an everyday thing. You need to do this. You need to have this to be successful in this class. And it's always be prepared. Please always be prepared. If you're not prepared, you can't do the work. And that puts a little bind on things and it puts you behind. You don't want that. So manuals. I will only give out one manual per student. I don't have copies. It takes me hours to get them ready. So make sure you make sure you label it with your name, and you're hopefully going to be putting it on the shelf with your reference table in it in the designated cubby. That way you don't have to keep bringing it with you to class. It'll always be here. And I do say you can leave it on the bookshelf, like I said. Technology, you need to bring a charged Chromebook. It has to be charged. I know you use it throughout the day. I do have a small little charger station. I should have a plug that if you bring your cord with you, you should be able to plug in and have that laptop ready to go. You need it. I also need you to bring in headphones because you'll be watching these lovely videos on your own with your headphones on. All right. You need a pencil and eraser. You need it. That is necessary for this class. We're not going to be fully online. You will be working paper pencil lots in my class. So you need to have a pencil and eraser every single day. I suggest bringing in colored pencils. There's a lot of labs that I have you do, which includes putting colored pencils in there. It also helps to color coordinate your reference table for later use. Highlighters are also a good thing to have that you can highlight your notes. Reference table, like I said, with your manual, these are necessary. You need them every single day. You will be given one. I'm not going to make a million copies of them. You may borrow and put it back when you're done. I have a little bin up on my front board, but you need to have your reference table every single day. Do not lose it. Put your name on it. Don't let somebody share it and borrow it, because that happened last year and the kid kind of took off with it. So do not lose your manual. You need it. It's part of labs. You have to have it. All right, procedure, entering. When you come in, hopefully before the bell, you come in, you get seated, you get your stuff out, you go grab your stuff from the cubby, and there's going to be a DIN on the front board, usually with a little GIF. Make sure you punch in the DIN online. There's a Google form that you're going to be filling out. It'll be posted at the top of your Google Classroom. At the end of class, you need to put everything away, including your manual. You want to put that back on the shelf. You don't need to bring it home. There's going to be little if none homework, so leave everything here. Hall passes. If your first period, unfortunately, we're not doing hall passes first period, but besides that, first 10, last 10, don't ask for passes. That's just a safety precaution. Besides that, you'll have to get the pass from the front of the board. Make sure you let me know where you're going. All right, submitting assignments. Paper are copies of assignments. I don't do stuff online, so don't ask to submit stuff online. I don't. The only thing you submit online is the DINs. Paper copies of the assignments can be submitted in your class periods tray. There is a tray with your little class period on it. It is color coordinated for files in the if you're absent file folder. A copy of notes and practice. Note pages are found in the manual, and these are musts. You must do these. They must be done. Likewise, your practice pages, they're all found in your manuals. Respect yourself. Respect others in this classroom. Respect me. Respect the materials. Respect the objects. Respect this classroom. Respect the school. Please do not leave my class a mess. When you leave, clean it up, make it look nice. Do not write on my desks. It takes a little bit kind of an expensive cleaner to clean off the desk. Do not write on my desks. Also know that, you know, we all make mistakes. I mean, I make mistakes too. And we're going to view them as learning opportunities. Can't, never, could. We are all capable of learning science, every single one of you. We may need a different approach, a little guidance if struggling. I am all for trying to think outside the box. If you ask me a question and I sit there and I pause for a second, that's me trying to think of a way to explain it to you. All right, reassess in late work. All assessments and assignments can be reassessed if the goal has not been reached. The labs must be a 65 or higher, otherwise you have to redo what you did. I've already talked about the mastery checks. You have to go back and do all the should-dos so that you are prepared to take the next mastery check. All labs need to be started in class. You will start them in class, and then you can finish them on your own. There's nothing saying you can't come and stay after with me to work on them. I'm totally good with that. No assignments are accepted after the unit assessment. So if we have 3 labs for 1 unit and we are taking the test and I didn't put any exemptions, everything is due by that unit test so that we don't at the end of 5 weeks, at the end of the semester, we have a bazillion things that you need to do. Keep up to date and you will do fine. Arriving late, absent, show me that you care about your education by arriving to class on time, prepared to learn. If you're absent from class, you will be able to learn in this modern classroom. All notes, videos, and assignments will be posted in Google Classroom, and then you're going to find the actual assignments in your manual. So I'll post what it's called, but you'll find it in your manuals. Labs, again, need to be started with me, and then you can work on them on your own. All right? Extra credit, these are the aspire to do activities. Occasionally I might give an extra credit announce, but for the most part I don't do random extra credits. And here's the thing, if you want to do an extra credit, I'm not going to add that grade to something you never did, because I can't give you extra on something that was never handed in. So make sure you get the work done first before you do that extra credit. No copying off of other students' work, claiming it as your own. That goes for labs. With labs, you can collect data together, but when it comes to conclusion answers and write-ups like that, you are not allowed to copy off of somebody else. That's called plagiarism, and we don't deal with that. I will give you a 0, and I will give the person who you copied off of a 0. It's a blanket measure because I don't know who did what. This, like I said, labs included. If you do not submit your work, prepare for a mastery check or study for an exam, own it. Don't blame it on anybody else. You didn't prepare, it's on you. Learn from your mistake. Do better next time. Study. Stay after with me. Ask for help. What if you need that help or support? There's after school. Last year we were doing Tuesday, Thursdays. I think I have Tuesdays set right now. I will definitely tell you up on the board, and I will post it in your Google Classroom when I do support after school. Always sign up. Let me know what you're doing. If you need to work on a lab, I need to know so I can have the materials for you. And you're always welcome to be in my classroom working, learning. All right, so another thing, at the start of the self-pacing time, check the board, see where you are in the lesson. Like I showed you the last time, you'll see something similar to that, maybe a different background. We do have the unit guides so that you can check stuff off in order. You'll see those. Video notes, you're going to see something like this for the start, and then after you're going to see something like this. This is Cornell note style, where all the skeletal notes will be here. Here's where you can jot down the vocab, any questions you need, reference table pages, very, very important, right on the side, and then write a summary at the end. That way, just you can, okay, this is what this is about. All right, these are the type of notes you're going to see that match the videos. Practice. Expectation, you are working on your own or collaborating with a partner. You can ask your classmates for help. I should also be available to help, but here's the deal. You're going to ask 3 before me. So you're going to ask 3 people before you ask me. And remember my rule, you're not allowed to touch somebody else's work. You can only touch yours. So if you're helping somebody else, you have to find a way to explain it to them without touching their stuff and doing it for them. Check your work. Make sure you understand the concepts when you are finished. The mastery checks. After you're completing the practice assignments, make sure that you are ready. If you're not ready, do a should do just to get that extra practice. The mastery checks are taken on your own without help, without notes. You'll have a reference table, a calculator. If you need any other materials, I'll have them up here. They're like mini quizzes, and they will be put into the grade book. Grades. How do we do grades? Homework, ed puzzles, practice sheets, if I count them, and mastery checks. Those are going to go into this. It does say quiz for here. I've switched it up. I'm going to do labs for quizzes. Mastery checks are going to be up here. Unit tests. Tests. Those are unit tests and benchmarks. Those are going to be there. If we do a project, I may throw it in there. 10% participation. This is going to be your DINs. If I do frayers, that will also count. All right, and we're going to watch this in a little bit. I'll add it. And besides that, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, and I hope you have a nice day.